Social media group, internet trolls, a war of any sort, any group that attempts to destroy another, and you've seen it in schools, kids who have committed suicide because they were attacked by other kids in schools for nothing more than just being a little different sometimes. And it all starts with words. Words may lie, but actions speak the loudest, so ignore the words. If you're trying to say for what is truth, ignore the words and look at the results of their actions and their efforts. What is propaganda, right? We see that happening over in Russia, and we see that happening in the United States. Propaganda is information, especially of a biased or what? Misleading nature, used to promote and publicize a particular political cause or point of view. The purpose is to get everybody on board with the sought-for agenda. This is from Joseph Goebbels. These are two quotes from him. If you remember, he was the propaganda chief for the Third Reich, the Nazis, right? Demonic realm. He made this two statements. Accuse the other side of what you are guilty. Accuse the other side of what you're guilty. Do we see that today? Oh, yeah. Repeat a lie enough times until it becomes the truth. That's pretty sad, guys. And yet we see that happening in our world today. And here's another one. We've seen this over and over again, especially in courts of convenience, not law, right? Truth does not matter, only winning. I've seen that a number of times in courts where people want to suppress the truth. They want to suppress evidence so they can craft the judge's perspective. They just want to win. But in our modern world, falsehoods, idle words have become the norm. I tend to watch a lot of YouTube videos, my bad. Okay? Clickbait titles that are lies, the use of exaggerated terms, blasted, enraged, shocked, speechless, brutal, destroyed, impossible, unbelievable. Now, I pick those off of YouTube titles that show up in my feed. And I've determined if it says the word shocked, I'm going to dump that video. I'm not going to watch it. I'm not interested. Because I'm tired of being deceived by clickbait titles. Here's another one, the use of past tense. Trump signed a law. He didn't sign a law. It's just their title. Past tense for an event that hasn't happened yet. It's like, have we totally forgotten what English is about? And yet they deceive by these concepts that it already happened. Now here was an interesting one. I saw this video within the last week or so. It was from a young woman who had been 10 years in the witchcraft movement. God had rescued her and pulled her out of that. And they'd done their incantations and their stuff that witches do, worshiping the devil. And she said, people do not realize how much the concepts and principles of witchcraft have crept into the church today. Number one is rebellion. Rebellion against God's ordained hierarchy of leadership. Okay? God's put somebody at the head, respect that person. It's within the church, within the family, within government, right? It doesn't say criticize the king. It says what? What does the Bible say? Pray for the king. I don't have to agree with Biden, but I can certainly pray for him. Amen? I don't have to agree with everything Trump does, but I can pray for him. Amen? And I hope you will too. Number two is manipulation. Manipulation of people for their own good. Well, I'm going to manipulate them, and it's through words, isn't it? It's through words. Control. Again, for one's own selfish goals, superstition and luck, which is a form of idolatry.